Hello guys, welcome back to your channel. This is Ojesh Agrawal and today we are making this video on the most important topic for an international student, which is called GTE interview. So the full form of GTE is Genuine Temporary Entrant, which is an interview and which is a process which every potential Australian student has to go through in order to obtain visa subclass 500, which is Australian student visa. And according to Google, GTE interview is basically to check whether the main purpose of an Australian student is to come for studies and not for settling over there in Australia. So in this video, we are going to talk about some of the majorly asked questions, which 4 or 5 friends of mine have discussed and came to a list of around 10-15 questions, which we guys were asked in this telephonic conversation, which is between who are applicant and someone who represents Australian government or Australian embassy in India. So let's talk about it. And for the 2 tips that I would like to say for this GT interview that you're going to go through if you are a potential international student is, first of all, try to be grammatically correct while whole interview. The second thing is try to be confident enough to justify all the points that you are saying. So with this, let's start with the list of questions that were asked to some of the students in past and which was really helpful for me. So the first and the foremost question that they asked to you is, what's your full name and what's your passport number? So with this, you can keep your passport in front of you while giving the interview so that you don't miss out on any information if they ask, like passport expiry or passport file number. So just to give overview, you should know that the GT interview is based on the SOP that you have supplied to Australian government while applying for your Australian student visa. And there are 2 SOPs that we prepare while on this international students journey. The first SOP is what we give to Australian universities, like which is called admission SOP. The second SOP is visa SOP. So GTE is based on visa SOP. Please try to keep it in your mind while you are giving the GT interview, that your answers to all the questions that they are going to ask must be inconsistent with what you have supplied in your SOP, which is statement of purpose. The next question that they ask commonly is, what were your previous studies back in your home country? And the follow-up question to this will be how your previous studies are going to be important or useful for the master's or bachelor's program that you are going to overseas. The next question that they ask is, which is very important and you should answer it very correctly, and try to consult your consultant for this question, which is, what are your future plans after the completion of the course? So are you wanting to live over there or are you wanting to come back to your home country? The next question that they ask is, where do you see yourself in 10 years from now after pursuing this degree? This is again one of the most important questions. And again, I'll try to make a point that always read your SOP before giving GT interview. The next question that they ask commonly is, what are your strengths and weaknesses? And here you can list down all the activities that you are involved while or before applying for this visa. And in the weakness, you can tell some of your weaknesses, and that would pretty much suffice this question. The next question is, what professionally, what do your parents do? And the next follow-up question for this will be, what is the income of your family and how are you going to arrange your expenses, which will include your living expense of that country, like Australia, and your tuition fee. The next question that they ask is, what was your IELTS or PT score? So you just try to be as accurate as possible with supplying all these facts and figures to them, because they really take a note of it as they are trying to verify that whether you are the one who applied for the course or is it someone else who is applying for this course. And the next question that they ask is, why are you wanting to go to Australia only and not to any other country like England or USA for pursuing this particular course? And the next question that they commonly ask is, why this particular university? So for me, Deakin University. So they'll frame a question like, why are you only willing to go to Deakin University and why not another universities which are in competition with Deakin. For this, you'll have to supply a proper rationale behind you choosing that university. And the next question, again, which is a follow up for this question, is why the course that you are going for. So just try to be accurate and do your research on the course, on the university, and why are you going to go to that particular country. The next important question, which is again a follow-up question with the last question that they ask, is why not your home country? Why are you not doing your higher education in your home country when you are already a resident of one country? So why are you not going for higher education in that particular country? You might have several reasons. Try to state them as accurately as possible, and they'll be very happy to accept your answers. And just try to be consistent with whatever you supplied in your statement of purpose while applying for the visa. And the last question that I will say is very important again is, are you having any plans of settling in Australia? So just take a note that why GTE is being conducted and why are you going to Australia. Just try to be as accurate as possible while supplying all the information that they are asking from you to them. And with this, I would like to end this video, and thank you so much for sharing love on the previous video of mine, which was Master of Business Analytics, that you might find it over here in I button. And thank you so much guys for watching it till end, and I would highly appreciate if you can just share this video to someone who is planning international education. Thank you.